Alright, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel today. Sorry for the wind noise ahead of time, it's very windy here. And I've also kind of have a massive allergy going on the past couple days, so sorry if my voice sounds a little bit different. I'm bringing you guys a video today. I'm going to go over what I choose for my pedals, which are always going to be a Crankbrothers pedal. So I've been riding Crankbrothers pedals for pretty much a long time. When I first started getting into clipless pedals, I started with Crankbrothers. I started with the Crankbrothers Smarty pedal. I don't think they even make those anymore. I went from the Smarty pedals, and then I went back to Shimano. I ran through Shimano pedals for a long time. And then once I started getting into racing again, I switched back to Crankbrothers. And I've ridden both the Eggbeaters and then the Candies here. So we're going to talk about the comparison between the two, why I choose the Eggbeaters over the other types of pedals. Alright, so I'm going to bring you guys right in close up to my Crankbrother Candies right here. These ones I make in different colors. These are a little bit older model. They do have newer models. Some of them like the titanium shaft here. Makes it a little bit lighter. Some have a little bit wider. Some are a little bit narrower. It's really going to depend on what you like to ride. So for me, it's the difference between this one here and the Eggbeaters. This one has a nice kind of border all around the outside, extra kind of a little bit of platform for your trail shoes to ride on. So I used to ride the Eggbeaters a lot. I'll talk about those in a minute here. I used to ride those on this bike a lot. However, I've recently changed to liking to ride with these. These just provide much more of a platform, much more sturdy of a platform for my shoe to sit on. I just feel a lot more connected to the bike with these than I did with the Eggbeaters. Ultimately, the reason I choose to ride with Crankbrothers, though, is they actually have a four-sided entry. So as you can see, this spins around here, and so you can really enter at any point on the pedal. And it's unlike, you know, Shimano or a lot of other types of pedals where you have to either enter on the top or the bottom. There's only 2 points of entry. This one you can enter pretty much from any side, wherever this is at, wherever this is faced at that time. They also do very well at shedding mud. As you guys know, I live here in Hawaii. There is lots of mud here. These have done the best of that. Worst case, they get a little packed into some of these grooves here inside of the clipped in spots. Your cleats, most of them will push it out. Worst case, you pick up a stick from the ground, and then you just kind of poke through. I got a little tiny stick here. You're gonna kind of poke through and clean them out really easy. No big issue with that. Some other pedals like Shimano, you get mud in there. It's kind of a pain. You kind of have to pick it out with the stick, and you know it's almost impossible to clip in when the mud gets in there. So that's why I choose to ride these. Ultimately, they made a great pedal. I also like their cleats that go along with these. They tend to have a nice, I tend to like the float a little bit better, how they release, how they clip in. Just everything feels a lot smoother with those than with the other type of pedals. Of course, I do ride, you know, based on the type of riding I do. Of course, I'm going to get a bunch of you guys going, oh, Crankbrothers suck. Why are you riding flats? Why aren't you riding flat pedals? Why are you riding clipless? La 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 la. Yeah, I don't care. Obviously, there's types of riding. There's different types of pedals for different types of riding. Mountain bike, road bike, I'll ride clipless pedals all day, every day. My dirt jumper, if you notice, I run a race face Chester pedal on there. I don't need to be clipped in for that. That's where something that's kind of my play around bike, have fun. You know, I need to bail, I can get off pretty quick. Not a big deal. I like the efficiency of being able just to climb, being able to pull up while I climb. That's something I really like, and I really like being connected to the bike itself and not being, you know, potentially, you know, more separate, in quotes, than a, you know, flat pedal and then the, you know, a regular type of skate shoe. You know, just for me, this feels a lot more connected to the bike. I like the feel of it a lot better. That's why I choose a clipless pedal. So I'm going to move you guys over to the road bike, show you guys the pedal on there, so you guys can see the difference between the Candy and the Eggbeater. So yeah, moving on. So these are my Crankbrother Eggbeaters. These are the ones, the Eggbeater 2s. These I've had for quite a while. They do make different models of the Crankbrothers. They have, like, I believe they have a 1, a 2, a 3, and an 11. If I'm wrong, I'll post it on the screen, but that's what I believe they have. Obviously, the higher number you go, the better quality of a pedal, better quality materials, more race-like you're going to get. The 2s, they're kind of right in the middle. That's the one that I like the best, or at least I like price-wise. I don't want to drop a whole bunch of money on my pedals. So the 2s that work good. I did have the 1s for a little while with the Eggbeaters. They actually ended up coming apart. I did send them in. They got warranted. I believe I have them still in one of my bags. So they do really good with their warranty service on their pedals. All their pedals are also all serviceable. You can see right here on the end they have a nice little screw cap here. You can actually take off, grease the whole pedal, and they'll keep working like that. So this is the Eggbeater. So as you can tell, it's generally the same kind of shape as the Candy. It has that same center spindle. It's just missing kind of the outer cage here that helps give you kind of more of a platform if you're off-roading. Like I said, on this bike, really it's just pedaling, yeah. Don't have to worry about, oh, you know, I need an extra platform on the foot. Really, as long as you're clipped in here and you're attached to the bike, you're set. You don't need the extra platform to hold you on, you know, in case you're going to rocky situations, you want to kind of unclip a little bit. You don't need that. This is perfectly fine for that. Really, it's your minimalist pedal. Ultimately, this is the one that I like the best for shedding mud, because there's absolutely nowhere for it to get stuck in other than these little kind of holes here. But those are the two types of pedals I run for Crankbrothers. That's why I like to ride my Crankbrothers pedals. If you guys are looking for pedals, I will post a link in the description below to both of these, to the Eggbeater 2s, as well as the Candy 2s, the other ones that I have, the orange ones on my mountain bike. So I'll post a link in the description below to both of those, so you can take a look at those. Ultimately, they're a very reasonably priced pedal. They do come with cleats as well, so you don't have to worry about purchasing those separately. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that video today, talking about my Crankbrothers pedals, and why I ride my clipless pedals, why I ride clipless versus flats, mountain biking and road biking. If you have any comments or questions, please post them below. I don't want to hear any, oh, you ride clipless pedals, why don't you ride flat pedals? I really don't care. You know, there's times that are good to ride flat pedals, there's times that are good to ride clipless pedals. I ride both. Don't go arguing about that. You want to go argue, there's other pages, there are videos I post about that, so you can go do it over there. But, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, again, post them below. I'd be glad to answer them for you. Link in the description of both the pedals I talked about today. Other than that, I'll have a couple videos up on the screen here for you. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Have some more great content coming. Other than that, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching today.